Assalamu alaikum. Dr. Hussain Bashkolachi YouTube channel is with you, and we will discuss today public health in the West Asia war, US Israel air and missiles attack on Iran, damage to the healthcare, injuries, and casualties. These are the areas which we will try to cover in this because political defense and other areas are covered by the anchors and different media platforms and even the news channels. But public health is discussed by the WHO and Medicine Sans Frontiers, and UNICEF is giving the picture how the children are dying in the wars, though they have not started war on the either side of the Azle or borders. So this presentation is basically a AI generated, and I have no interest or conflict of interest with any platform or any AI uh, app or any AI source. So please, if there is anything that can be just academic and informative interest, not more than that. So after this, let us move to the second slide, what it shows from the different sources. West Asia War actually started, this is the 12th day. 12-day war was started in June 13 to 24. Israel launched Operation Rising Lions, then massive initial strikes. Day one saw the jets and other 100 targets, 13 generals and 9 nuclear reported killed in the coordinated attack. Then in the June, US intervention occurred and the US joined with B-2 bombers, and then conflict escalation February, March. So where we are more interested, second round of US-Israel attack intensified the war, leading to widespread infrastructure. So this was the end 28th February, and now it is the eighth day. So the ninth day has crossed, and the war is at escalation level, and we will discuss more in the next slide, and you can see in the picture how the situation is tense and how the panic is there. Key military events timeline I have already mentioned, but once again, Operation True Promise, and then mass civilian casualties in June, US intervention and nuclear strikes, and then strikes on the US air bases, and ceasefire broke. So that was another area of the background. So let us see what is the situation. Air and missile arsenals used. Israel used F-35, F-15 jets, US B-2 Spirit bombers, and Tomahawk missiles, Iranian ballistic missiles, Iranian Shahid or Shahid drones, and naval strikes. These were the arsenals used in the West Asia War. And then the casualties, this is important. 1332 means 1,332 in Iran, 11 in Israel, 100 in Lebanon, and 6 in US, and 18 were injured. And here in Iran, most are the casualties, but in Israel, there are injuries. And then in Kuwait, 8, and UAE, 3, and 112 were injured. Qatar and Bahrain, Iraq, and Jordan also suffered from these casualties. Then you can see that attack on healthcare, which is our main topic. 13 facilities hit in Iran, 4 medics killed, and 4 ambulances damaged and 25 staff injured. Gandhi Hospital in Tehran was attacked on March 1 to 2, and Farabi Hospital in Kermanshah struck and significantly damaged during initial offensive. Then coming to the next point, uh, let us see what is there. Uh, so if there are something, Farabi Hospital we have discussed, and Soroka Medical Center in Israel and Lebanon, one facility. Under the international humanitarian law, healthcare must be protected and not be attacked. And you can see that 13 health facilities in Iran and one school where more than 100 girls and they were killed with the attack of US. So case study from Gandhi shows that, let us see, yes, the incident report, location Tehran, Iran capital, date and time, case cause projectile struck adjacent state TV communication tower, resulting blast wave and debris severely impacted hospital structure across the street or across the street. So basically, it was the tower which was hit, and ultimately the tower and its pieces hit the hospital. Operational impact: the facility suffered extensive structural damage. Ward walls were partially destroyed, leaving masonry debris scattered throughout patients' care areas. Clinical medical equipment uh, was rendered inoperable due to dust and impact. And you can see the status fully equated and closed, capacity lost 100%, and uh, you can see that access is denied. So this was a picture which every health facility has faced, and 13 such facilities have seen this kind of uh, position. So if something is still there, then in the Farabi hospital, struck and significantly damaged during initial offensive, the Soroka Medical Center. So these are the hospitals where these international violence occurred. So let us see civilian casualties. Uh, Demographic impact: 90% of civilian deaths were women and children. You can imagine that how this is uh, a kind of attack on the hospitals and the health facilities, because most of the user of hospitals are women and children. 224 killed on day 4 alone. Then mini school strikes, 168 children and teachers killed at Shah Tayyaba School, February 28th, means first day. Target was the children. And then uh, prison attacked, 79 people in the prison. So the prisons are attacked, the schools are attacked, health facilities are attacked. So this is the situation of public health in Iran. And let us see what are the death casualties. You can see that the casualties here, uh, yes, 90% we have already covered this slide, and then death toll breakdown Israel civilian, we have mass displacement, 177,000 total civilian displaced across affected region. And you can see that the displacement is also a risk factor for the chronic diseases, particularly deliveries and other things are there. And here you can see that the civilian are on the top and then followed by almost 436, military 435, unidentified 300 plus, and Israel civilian are 11 confirmed, and mass displacement is 177,000. So let us move further. Heaviest weaponry deployed, US utilized GBU 57, 30,000 pound massive ordnance penetrator bunker busters, the largest conventional bombs in existence. You can see how much is the ammunition and how much the power is used. Satellite evidence imagery confirms 6 large craters at Pardo and collapsed mountain tunnel entrance blocking facility access. Public health hazard, high risk of radioactive dust release, groundwater contaminated, and long-term cancer spikes in the surrounding population. WHO warning warns of serious public health consequences. Iran, no radiation release, but independent verification remains restricted. Then coming to the UN fact-finding mission, UN Human Rights Office, and these are the sources. So let us in the conclusion, what conclusion says. So the key findings are 1,332 killed, 13 hospital attacks, global supply chain cut, and radiological threat, and urgent policy recommendations, immediate ceasefire, independent UN investigation, restore WHO Dubai logistic, establish guaranteed humanitarian corridors, and conduct independent radiological assessment and enforce accountability for violation of the Geneva Convention. So these are the references. I hope public health perspective is covered by me because the doctors and other organizations from Pakistan, they are not showing any kind of concern. So I will request and say that we are doctors, we have nothing in the war, whether it is that side or this side, hospitals, schools, civilians should not be attacked by any country, whether it is Iran or it is any other country, US, Israel, or even any other agency. So with this, we are ending. And if you like such kind of the videos from Pakistan, then please like, share, and put your comments in the comments box. And we will try to update you from the public health point of view. My name is Professor Hussain Baksh Kolachi. I am fellow of College of Physician Surgeon of Pakistan, and I have no interest in the war, and we are the supporter of the peace anywhere, every time, and this world is our common shared resource, and we must respect each other and sit on the table. If there are any differences, injustice, we can solve in the negotiation. So all the parties must come to the table and the humanitarian and the world crisis can be averted. Thank you very much, Dr. Hussain Baksh Kolachi from Hyderabad, Pakistan. Thank you. So with this, we are ending this meeting. I hope the recording has been done.